CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby. Let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully, my notification gang pulls through. Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. And also, the first sign I saw was Scorpio, so let's go ahead and get it cracking. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are well. Messages for Team Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, all right. Messages for Team Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Team Scorpio here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, man. Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah, by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you guys are excited for that, and I hope you guys have a good one. Happy Patty's Day, man. So, Scorpio, overall energy coming through for you guys here. We got a 3 of Pentacles. You can be connecting possibly here with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Your current energy, we got here the 9 of Swords, person you're dealing with. We got here the 5 of Wands in reverse, and then the outcome that's present for you is showing up here as the Star card. So, looking at the energy provided for you guys so far, you can be connecting with an Aquarius. You also may be dealing with an Earth sign, a fire sign, or possibly even an air sign. So, 3 of Pentacles to the 9 of Swords upright. You're trying to work on resolving a situation right now in regards to your mental health. It definitely feels to me like this is you guys saying, you know what, I want to work harder on getting out of this current pace or current place that I'm sitting in. For some of you guys, it could be depression. For other of you guys, it could be temporary sadness that you're currently going through. Whatever the case is, though, you're in a space where you're acknowledging my mental health has not been 110% lately. I want to work on changing that, and I want to work on fixing that. In regards to who you're connecting with here, though, we got the 5 of Wands in reverse. You might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. It definitely feels to me like you're kind of in a space where you don't feel like you have people surrounding you that in order to help you. You don't feel like you have outlets around you to help you. This is in regards to family or friends. You kind of feel like you don't really have anybody to talk to. As for the outcome that's present for you guys, we got here the Star card. So, Scorpio, I kind of just feel like you guys are in a space where you don't feel like you have anybody to communicate to or to get things off your chest. I definitely feel like right now you're doing your best to work on your mental health, but you don't necessarily know how to get there. So, Scorpio, let me give you a little bit of a word of advice. For one, you know, if you guys ever want to talk to me, you guys can hit me up on Instagram if you ever want to chat. You know, I'm a person who's dealt with mental health issues before. I'm a person who's gone through many different things. So if you guys ever want to talk, you're more than welcome to message me on Instagram. You're more than welcome to message me via email. But for those of you that are dealing with this current situation, I feel like the best thing for you to do is to take it day by day. Mental health is something that's not easy. Mental health is something that's not a thing that you can overcome 1, 2, 3. It's not a thing that you can overcome within a couple days or a couple months. Mental health is something that you have to work incredibly consistent at in order to get to where you want to go. And for any of you Scorpios that are dealing with the situation, you got to take it day by day, appreciating the person that you are. In regards to that 9 of Swords, I'm not sure what that 9 of Swords is about. I don't know if it's about a temporary situation. I don't know if it's about your past. I don't know if it's about something that happened in your childhood. But whatever that 9 of Swords is, it's a situation of you guys sitting in a place of unhappiness. And I'm a person that believes everybody deserves happiness. So Scorpio, for those of you guys that are going through this, I want you to know that if you don't feel like you have an outlet, you guys can email me, you guys can hit me up on Instagram, whatever, any kind of way you want to communicate with me, definitely feel free to. If you guys just want to vent, definitely feel free to, you know, talk to me about whatever it is you're going through. And in regards to your mental health, it's something that you got to work at on a daily basis. It's not something that's easy. You know, mental health, I've been dealing with that stuff ever since I was 17. You know, at the age of 17, I started off with anxiety, and I started off with depression, and then everything changed for me. I don't know if everybody knows my story, but the way that I went from a person who was genuinely depressed, from a person who went into a positive individual, a positive being, is what I decided to do was decide to look at my life as a choice. I can choose to sit in a low vibration. I can choose to sit in a place where I'm unhappy and look at myself in a negative light and look at my life in a negative light. Or I can decide to say, you know what? I deserve to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy. I was that individual that would look at people and be like, yo, this person deserves so much happiness, but why can't I look at myself the same way? Why can't I look at myself as a person who genuinely deserves to be happy? Well, guess what, Scorpio? If you can look at other people and say they deserve to be happy, you can look at yourself and say that you deserve to be happy. Point blank motherfucking period. Okay? So for any of my Scorpios that are dealing with this current situation, I want you guys to know that happiness is a choice. Doing the work to get your mental health in a better place is definitely going to be a choice. And even though you may feel like you don't have people around you, you guys can always reach out to me. You guys can always take a notebook and write out whatever it is you're going through and vent to yourself. And you guys can always decide to say, you know what? If other people are happy in this world, I can have that same happiness too. Okay? So sorry for a little bit of a long dramatic message, but Scorpio, I hope that helps. Because you know what? The star card's here. The star card talks about faith. The star card talks about alignment. The star card simply means that you're here for a reason. So for any of you Scorpios right now that feel like you got nobody to reach out to, feel free to reach out to me, but also recognize that happiness is a choice. If you see other people in this world happy, if you want happiness for other people, recognize that you can choose that happiness for yourself. And it all starts with work. And that work is in regards to loving who you are, standing up for who you are, and recognizing the beauties that lie within you. Okay? Point blank, motherfucking period. Scorpio, I love you guys. If you need me, come hit me up, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we started out my water signs today. We're going to go water, fire, air, earth. Go into my fire. What do we got going on for the lovely Leo gang? Messages for Team Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Marlene, hold on real quick. Thank you so much for the 1111. I appreciate that. I'm a Scorpio going through the most, but I will be okay. I left the situation to make me happy, and it's not selfish. No, it is not selfish. Thank you for doing that for yourself. And I see that now. Thank you for everything, Aunt. You're so welcome, my love. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. And guys, anytime you have to walk away from a situation that's genuinely not serving you, and you're serving in your higher of good, you are not doing something that's selfish. You are doing what is right for yourself. That is an important distinction to make, because a lot of people see individuals doing what's going to make them happy and they go, oh, you're selfish. No! We're not talking about selfishness, okay? We're talking about doing things that work in your higher of good. So I'm so happy that you made that choice, okay? And thank you so much for that donation, all right? All right, baby. So what do we got going on for the Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Team Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 181 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through. You guys are hella appreciated. Messages for Team Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Lion Gang. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the High Priestess in reverse. So right off the bat, you might be dealing with a Pisces for some. Your current energy, we got here the Moon card, another Pisces card. Person you're dealing with, you got here the Five of Pentacles. And then the outcome that's present for you, Leo, is showing up here as the Page of Cups in the reverse. So with the High Priestess reverse to the Moon card upright, I definitely feel like this is things that are coming up for you right now emotionally. You have some emotional stuff that's coming up, and I think it has a lot to do really with the Five of Pentacles. Taking a look at who you're dealing with, they're showing up as the Five of Pentacles. This is the card of feeling left out in the cold. This is the card of abandonment for some. So for some of you Leos, you could have abandonment, the fear of abandonment returning. For some of you guys, this could have been what you've gone through your childhood. For others of you, this is something that you could have witnessed within your own personal relationships. You know, sometimes when people walk out of our lives and they don't really give a clear reasoning to why, we can feel abandoned. We could feel the Five of Pentacles left out in the cold by somebody that we genuinely cared about. As for the outcome that's present here though, Leo, Page of Cups in reverse, it kind of feels to me though like you're not acknowledging that 110%. You know, the Page of Cups upright would be, you know what? I'm going to take a look at my feelings and I'm going to battle them and face them head on. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like you're refusing to look at those emotions because you don't want to feel that pain of experiencing some sort of abandonment that happened in your life. So keep this in mind, Leo. Whether this abandonment happened within your childhood, it happened within your relationships or your friendship sectors, you know, when people get abandoned, they oftenly believe the reason why I was abandoned is due to the fact that I wasn't good enough. It was due to the fact that I pushed that person away. And when we get stuck up in this mentality, we believe that nobody ever wants to be around us because we're not good enough to have those specific individuals in our life. And I'm going to be the first person to tell you that that's utter fucking bullshit. That is utter fucking bullshit. Because you know what? When people walk away from you, they made a choice. And it's not depending upon you. You're not the person who pushed them away. Maybe the two of you fell out of resonance. That's just a part of life. But it doesn't mean that you push people away because you are not worthy or deserving to be involved with people in the first place, Leo. You guys are good enough. Everybody on this goddamn planet's good enough. And it sucks because a lot of us deal with these problems each and every single day. We deal with these feelings of not feeling worthy and not feeling enough. Well, guess what you are? Okay, Leo? And the reason why you have that fear of abandonment in the first place is because you're scared that by being who you are, being genuinely you, is what's going to push people away. And what ends up happening with people who have fear of abandonment is usually they become a different person. They don't even decide to sit in their authentic, true energy. They become somebody else so that they can look or have some sort of different perception. They take on a form that they believe would be what would make them be loved. And here's the thing, Leo. I wouldn't trade who you genuinely are for the world. Don't take on a form of what you think is desirable for other people. Don't take on a form of what you think, that if I be like this or if I'm this person, these people will love me. Don't take on that form at all. Be directly who you are. Because in this life, what people are genuinely attracted to is people who stand in their authenticity. When people are in their own true power, their own true energy, that's what people genuinely find attractive. So for any of you Leos that are dealing with this current situation, you know, the fear of abandonment, it's a very real thing. But don't allow that to make you feel like you're the one that makes people abandon you, like it's your fault, like you're the individual that pushes people away, because that is far from the truth. And how do you break the fear of abandonment? Well, you take a step back and recognize that those people just simply made choices. Some people made choices to stay, other people made choices to leave, and that's a part of life. Sometimes we fall out of resonance, sometimes we stay in resonance. The thing is that your vibration has to match in order to be vibrationally in resonance with somebody. If you fall out of vibrational resonance with the person you're dealing with, that just simply means that you're on two different paths. Sometimes it's not coming from a place of personal hurt or somebody's not leaving you for personal reasons. Sometimes you just fall off with people. You see what I'm saying? So Leo, my best advice for you guys is be yourself. Never be afraid to be who you truly are. Show the world who you truly are. Embrace your authentic energy because people are attracted to that authenticity. Second of all, with the fear of abandonment, don't believe that you push people away. Don't believe that you're not enough. Don't believe that people always leave. Because what ends up happening is you attract those types of people. Because when you don't see yourself as worthy, how can anybody else see you as worthy? We got to remember the way that we look at ourselves is the way that the outside will be reflected to. The people that are on the outside will see how we view ourselves on the inside. So if you're seeing yourself as an unworthy person, why would anybody else see you as a worthy person, right? So take a look at your worth here. Definitely continue to work on your self-worth, your self-esteem, and definitely continue to live in your authenticity, okay? Because that's directly what's going to help you here, Leo, all right? So yeah, like I was saying before, just live in your authenticity, be who you truly are, and recognize that a fear of abandonment at the end of the day is just you being in a space where you don't think that you're enough. You are enough. And people leave, and it happens, and sometimes it's for no reasons other than just falling out of vibrational resonance. It's a part of life. People will come in your life to grow, and people will leave your life for your own growth as well. So you got this, Leo. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Yo, I gotta stop real quick and have a conversation with y'all. I don't know what the fuck happened after the goddamn new moon in Pisces. But one thing I do know is that a lot of emotional stuff has been coming up for everybody. It's been coming up for me, coming up for my subscribers, coming up for every single one of you, coming up for my friends, my family. Ever since that new moon in Pisces, I feel like it's been emotions central lately, man. And a lot of stuff is coming up. But remember, guys, every time we have stuff that's coming up, that only means that it's meant to be released. So it may be an emotional time. We may see a lot of emotional readings happening here today, or maybe in the next coming days. Just be really mindful of that. I do want to let you guys know, though, whatever this stuff is that comes up, it's in order for us to release, okay? So just keep that in mind. By the way, there was a lot of people that became members. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you, Lauren, for becoming a member. Thank you so much, Marlene, for becoming a member. Thank you for the $9.99 from Taylor. Keep up the hustle, Anthony. You're doing great. Thank you for these readings every day. Thank you. Thank you for coming through, and I appreciate your support. And Nikki, thank you for becoming a member as well. I greatly appreciate that, okay? So just keep that in mind, guys. Over the next couple of days, I definitely do feel a lot more heavy emotional energy. It's going to lighten up, though, okay? Probably by starting next week, about Tuesday, Wednesday, this energy we've been sitting in, I think it's going to be lightening up. So for those of you that have been feeling very heavy, very emotional, just note and acknowledge we're going through a period of ascension right now. We're letting go of the dead weight, the things that are holding us down, in order for us to step into a much more lighter energy, okay? So just be mindful of that. All right, baby. So let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our Scorpio, our Leo, our water, our fire, going to our air signs, baby. What do we got going on for the lovely Aquarius gang? Messages for Team Aqua, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Team Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 306 peeps in the chat, if you guys can please drop a like, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming out. Messages for Team Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, all right? Aquarius, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Ten of Swords. So you can be connecting possibly here with an air sign, a fellow Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Ten of Swords typically talks about some sort of ending that's occurring in your life, and it seems to be an ending that you're definitely over. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here Three of Swords in reverse. So you're not hurt over a situation anymore. And in regards to who you're connecting with, I feel like they're kind of coming from the same position. You know what this looks like to me, Aquarius? Outcome that's present, Nine of Swords reversed. It looks like a mutual ending recently occurred, whether it was a mutual ending between you, your friends, your family member, your lovers, whatever the case is, there is some sort of cycle here that's come to an ending. And keep in mind as well, this cycle actually may have nothing to do with other people. For some of you, this could be your own personal cycle you've been going through that's coming to an ending. So for some of you Aquarians, maybe you had a cycle with a specific job that you no longer wanted to be a part of, and maybe you guys are investing yourself into a new job. For others of you, it could be a lifestyle change. You know, you may have had a certain type of lifestyle or been caught up in a cycle of a certain type of lifestyle, and maybe you guys are moving towards something new. But for most of you, this is probably about some sort of mutual ending that's happening between you and somebody that you're dealing with, you know? The Three of Swords reversed is basically you guys saying, I'm not hurt over this anymore, I'm not upset about this anymore, I actually feel pretty good releasing whoever this individual is. And as for the person you're dealing with, Eight of Swords in reverse, they're feeling pretty good about letting you go too. The Eight of Swords in reverse is kind of like the energy of, you're out of sight, you're out of mind, everything's okay, I'm going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, overall here, Aquarius, I see a mutual ending happening, but I feel like this is a situation where you both are like, this is going to be good for us. We both genuinely do need to set each other free, okay? So that's what I'm feeling coming up here for you guys, all right? And like I said, if it's not an ending between you and somebody else, it could be an ending with a certain kind of career field. It can be an ending with a certain type of lifestyle that you have in order for you to embrace something new that's going to bring in more happiness, okay? I like that. Good shit, Aquarius. It's looking pretty damn good. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. By the way, I believe there was a donation real quick, or somebody became a member. Let me see if I can find that. Thank you so much, Nikki. Oh, well, I already said that, but thank you once again for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate that. I thought I saw something fly by. But thank you all so much, man. I appreciate you guys for coming out. And Aquarius, that's what I got going on for you. By the way, for the 330 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming out today, okay? So, we did our water, we did our fire, we did our air, going to our earth signs. What do we got going on for the lovely bull gang? Messages for Team Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, messages for Team Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 337 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming out. Messages for Team Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my bull gang. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the sun in reverse. You can be connecting possibly here with a Leo for some. Your current energy, the devil in reverse, person you're dealing with, Two of Swords in reverse, and then an outcome that's present, Taurus, we got here, Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? Not all reversals are always such a bad thing. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, you also could be connecting with a Leo. Now, the sun in reverse to the devil in reverse, I think that sometimes in life, there are certain things that make you happy, but at the same time, there's a difference between something temporarily making you happy versus something that nurtures your soul. I think you're acknowledging, Taurus, that there's something in your life that temporarily makes you happy, but at the same time, that happiness quickly fades. For some of you guys, that could be addiction. For other of you guys, it could, and when I say addiction, it doesn't just have to be like, oh my God, addiction to like smoking or addiction to drugs or anything like that. It could be addiction to love from a specific person. It could be lust, it could be any of that stuff, right? So overall, I feel like there is something here that brings in temporary happiness, but once it's over, you know, that happiness fades and it leaves you craving and wanting more. You know, you really need things in life that nurture your soul versus things that bring in temporary happiness, because when you have that temporary happiness, it can so quickly dissipate, right? And when you think about happiness in general, happiness is a feeling that is temporary. It is not a feeling that lasts forever, just like sadness isn't a feeling that lasts forever, or anxiety isn't even a feeling that lasts forever. So if sadness and happiness don't last forever, what are we trying to achieve? At the end of the day, I think a lot of us want to achieve contentment, being content with the life that we have, being okay with the life that we're living, right? And feeling it in our soul and nurturing our soul with things that make us feel good. So Taurus, taking a look at who you're dealing with here, Two of Swords in reverse, could be an air sign possibly. Whoever this temporary happiness is, I feel like it's always going to be just that. And I think a part of you realizes that too. Yeah, this is a deep reading, man. I think whoever the hell this is, whether it's a person or whether it's, you know, something else, Two of Swords reversed, your temporary happiness even recognizes that that's all it's going to ever be. And with the outcome that's present for you, Taurus, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this isn't a stable way to be happy. This isn't a stable way to make you stable. This isn't a way to make you feel like life is good for when you're happy for one moment and then incredibly sad the next, craving more. Keep in mind as well, Taurus, if this is a relationship or if this is a person you're dealing with, like for some of you Tauruses, this is going to be a little far out there, but for some of you Tauruses, maybe you're involved with somebody who you want, but you can't necessarily have. That could be a person who is in a marriage, and I'm not judging, not throwing shade, but for some of you Tauruses, it could be a really far out thing. For some of you guys, you can be involved with somebody who's in a marriage, you can be involved with somebody who's in a relationship, or you can be involved with somebody who's just restricted in regards to actually being able to be with you. So whatever the case is here, Taurus, you know your personal life, you know what your personal story is. I think what's happening here is that you're focused on temporary happiness, that once that happiness fades, it leaves you craving and wanting more. And eventually that happiness becomes an addiction. You kind of need that to feed you, right? And I think that what the universe is trying to show you is that this is not a stable way to be content. This is not a stable way to actually live your life. I think what you're truly looking for is contentment versus that temporary happiness, because eventually that happiness becomes a dependency. And that's where nobody wants to go. So Taurus, for those of you guys that are resonating with this message, or even if you're not a Taurus and you're resonating with this message as well, remember that contentment is something that's beautiful. And that's what most of us are trying to achieve. So give yourself the opportunity to let go of all things temporary. Let go of the happiness that's temporary, that comes and goes, that you rely on, and give yourself the opportunity to find something that actually provides you with stability. Okay? All right, my bull gang. I love you guys. Everything's going to be all right, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much for the $10 donation all the way from Nikki. It is much appreciated. Thank you so much, my love, all right? And also, thank you so much from Fab for the $1.99. Thank you for that donation. I greatly appreciate it, all right? So, believe it or not, guys, 22 minutes in, that was only the first batch of signs. Usually, I'm on, like, the second batch of signs by now, but we just did the first 4, so give me a sec, guys. We're going to get back into it in just a moment, but I just want to thank everybody for coming out. It is greatly appreciated, okay? So, going back to my water, what do we got going on for the lovely Pisces gang? What's cracking for the fishies, baby? Pisces, your birthday is almost over soon, but I hope you guys have been enjoying your season. Your season is always intense every time I enter it, but I hope you've been enjoying your season nonetheless. Messages for Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Team Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 365 peeps in the chat, if you guys could please drop a like, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming out, all right? All right, my fish gang. Let's see what we got going on for you beautiful people. Pisces. Overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Three of Swords in reverse. You've overcome something here. For some of you, I do believe you've overcome a fear. Your current energy, we got here Ten of Swords, person you're dealing with. We got the Ace of Wands reversed, outcome that's present. We got the Knight of Swords reversed. You've overcome the fear of being passive-aggressive. This is, or not the fear of being passive-aggressive. You've been passive-aggressive. You've overcome the fear of being aggressive is what I'm seeing here for some of you Pisces. I think you're in a space right now where you're genuinely recognizing my passive aggression is what's led me to being trapped in so many cycles because I couldn't stand up for myself, or I couldn't say no, or I couldn't push something away that was genuinely making me unhappy. And I think you guys have finally tapped into that energy where you're like, yo, I need to be aggressive. If something is not serving me, I need to let that person know, or I need to cut something off in order for me to genuinely be happy with myself. So taking a look at who this is you're connecting with here, Ace of Wands in reverse. Pisces, whether this was a job, a person, a friend, a family, whatever the case is, Ace of Wands reversed, something here wasn't bringing in a future for you. You didn't see a future with someone or something here, and you're recognizing that if I was to stay passive-aggressive and be involved in this situation that was going to make me continuously unhappy, I would be doing myself a disservice. So instead, you're standing up for yourself. 10 of Swords. You're swinging these swords and cutting off what does not serve you. Instead of being passive-aggressive and letting things just simply happen, whether or not they make you happy or not, you're realizing I deserve my happiness. And in order to obtain that, I have to be aggressive. I have to allow myself to take what I want that's going to make me happy and to cut off what does not serve in my favor. As for the outcome that's present, Knight of Swords in reverse, that's exactly what you're doing here, Pisces. I'm seeing you guys cutting off what's not serving you here, what's not making you happy here, rather than sticking around in a situation sacrificing your feelings for the feelings of another person. You know, that's a very water sign kind of trait to have. Not only do Pisces do that, but Cancers can do that as well. Sometimes we sacrifice our own personal feelings just for the feelings of other people. But at the end of the day, that's doing a disservice to yourself. You got to make sure that your feelings are taken into account as well. You got to make sure that your happiness and contentment is taken into account as well. So Pisces, you didn't really see a future with someone here or something here. Maybe it was a job you didn't see yourself at in the future. But ultimately, there's no more passive aggression. It's all about cutting off what doesn't serve you and keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I like it, Pisces. I like it a lot. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water sign, go into our fire. What do we got going on for the lovely Sagittarius gang? Messages for Team Saggy, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours, all right. Messages for Team Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 398 people in the chat, if you guys could please drop a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming through. Messages for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarius, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the 9 of Swords in the reverse. You can be connecting possibly here with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your current energy is showing up as the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Person you're dealing with, we got here the Hangman, and then the outcome that's present for you is showing up here as the Page of Cups. So Sagittarius, you might be dealing with a Pisces for some. You also could be connecting with a air sign or an earth sign. 9 of Swords reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's no sweat off your back. There is weight being lifted off of your shoulders here, Sagittarius, when you recognized it is my choice to do whatever the hell I want to do. And one thing I definitely don't want to do is stay stagnant. I want to keep moving forward. I definitely feel like you were incredibly restless with somebody. Somebody here was not showing you where things would go. It feels to me like things were very repetitive with somebody. Maybe this is repetition with a lover. Maybe you felt like the person you're dealing with was never going to grow and evolve with you because you felt stuck where you were currently at. For some of you guys, you could have been involved in what's called a situationship, where it's a relationship without a title and you and somebody have this thing, but it's not necessarily official. You know, for some of you guys, you could have been involved in a situationship with somebody and you're like, look, if this is going to go nowhere, then I don't want any part of it because I don't want my time wasted. And I think that's really what it came down to for a lot of you Sagittarians. You know, you kind of feel like your time was wasted here with somebody. And with the outcome that's present, Page of Cups, you want to explore someone who is not going to waste your time, but instead is actually looking for growth when it comes towards love and romance. So Sagittarius, I see you guys walking away from somebody over here who is incredibly stagnant, somebody here who didn't really have a plan of action for where the two of you would be and where the two of you were going to go. And with the Page of Cups, I think this is you saying, I'm going to keep my options open and find myself somebody who is actually going to want to grow and evolve with me, okay? Point blank, period. So yeah, could be a Pisces possibly with that Hangman, but somebody here was incredibly stagnant, all right? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, holy shit, goddamn! Thank you so much, Marlene, for the $60 donation. This is for you and your girl to have a nice dinner tonight, whatever you two would like to do. I appreciate you both. Much love, XOXO. Thank you so much, Marlene. I greatly appreciate that. I know damn well, too, my girlfriend appreciates that as well. Maybe we'll go out to a restaurant tonight. Yeah. Maybe we're going to go out to a restaurant tonight. It's been a minute since I've been to a restaurant, so that'll be fun. Thank you so much for blessing me, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Marlena, all right? All right, so we did our water, we did our fire, go into our air signs, baby. What do we got going on for the lovely Libra gang? Messages for Team Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Team Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 380 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through, man. You guys are hella appreciated. Messages for my Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra, baby. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Two of Cups. So right off the bat, you can be connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your current energy, we got here Four of Cups, person you're dealing with. We got the Ace of Swords, outcome that's present, Lovers in reverse. All it takes is one bad thing to say to a Libra for a Libra to instantaneously say, you just got me uninterested. I definitely feel like that's what happened. I mean, I don't know necessarily what the person said to you. Somebody here could have said a rude remark, or somebody here could have just genuinely said something that bored you to death, Libra. But I think you guys are in a space where it's like, yeah, I'm looking to connect with somebody, and we were connecting at first, we were vibing at first, but like you said, whatever this is you said, you know, the Ace of Swords, maybe they conveyed a truth, maybe they just said something that was shitty, maybe they just said something that bored the absolute hell out of you, but I feel like what's going to be revealed to you is how uninterested you actually are in the person you're dealing with in the next 24 hours. I think that's really what it comes down to, Libra. You're like, yeah, I actually see the light now. I see the truth now. I'm not necessarily interested in this person or in this connection, and I'm more than happy to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. As for the outcome that's present for you, Libra, Lover's card in reverse. Yeah, you're just really turned off right now based on whatever happened. Somebody may have communicated something to you. Maybe a truth came out. Maybe somebody said something wrong. Maybe somebody just said something that was just genuinely a turnoff. But we have here the Lovers in reverse. You were like, I was seeing if there could be a connection here, but now I don't really feel like there's a connection here. So you may be shutting somebody down in the next 24 hours, Libra, because something came up that made you incredibly uninterested, okay? So just throwing that out there for you guys. I mean, with the Two of Cups being the overall energy of the reading, you are looking to connect with people. You are looking to have some sort of relationship and see where things can go. But the thing about Libras is that if you say the wrong types of things, or if you offend Libras in any sort of way, they have no problem being an air sign and saying, I'm good, we don't need to talk no more, bye, on to the next one, you know? So it's a little hard when you're dealing with an air sign, because, you know, you piss off an air sign, it's like, that's it, I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and go find somebody new, you know? No hard feelings, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how Libras can be, baby. So, yeah, I see you guys moving past whoever this is, and keeping your options open. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So, we did our water signs, our fire signs, our air signs, going all the way to our earth signs. What do we got going on for the lovely and amazing Virgo gang? Messages for Team Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours, all right. Messages for Team Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. For the 379 peeps in the chat, if you guys could please drop a like, I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming through. Messages for Team Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, overall energy for you guys here. We got another Page of Swords. What the fuck, Virgo? We've had the Page of Swords come out for days now, man. You've definitely been keeping a close eye on somebody or a close eye on a situation. Let's take a look, though. Your overall to your current, we got here Three of Swords reversed, person you're dealing with, Five of Pentacles, outcome that's present, Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands fell. I don't feel like picking it up, but give me one sec, I'll pick it up. So, looking at this energy, Virgo, outcome that's present, Seven of Wands. You're trying so hard, man, to resist right now. Looking at somebody, you know, checking in on them, peeping their social media, asking about this person, even thinking about this person. You're like, oh my God, I can't restrict myself from having all of these types of feelings. And Virgo, why the fuck should you restrict yourself from having these feelings? You have feelings. That's okay. It is okay to have feelings. Even if they're not reciprocated, even if the person isn't a nice person, even if the feelings that you have for somebody, you believe you shouldn't have them, you have feelings. You are allowed to have feelings. The thing is, though, is that you got to decide for yourself, what's the best course of action for me to take? Is the best course of action for me to wait around for somebody who may not reciprocate the way that I feel and be sad about it? Or is the best course of action for me to focus on just doing my best to move on each day at a time, focus on things that genuinely nurture my soul and make me feel happy, and, you know, focus on my own path and be open that if this wasn't meant to be, maybe somebody else is. You know, it's not about the feelings aspect, guys. We can't control the way we feel. If you love somebody, you fucking love somebody. You know, that's just what it is. And it doesn't matter whether or not they reciprocate the feelings or not. But what we can control is our course of action that we take. We can either decide to take the action of waiting on somebody who's not waiting on us, or we can take the action to do our best to move on and trust that the universe and trust that the process is that the universe here is going to bring you the right person. And if they are not the right person for you, it's to trust that the right person will find you. That's what it is, baby. So Virgo, 7 of Wands over here, you don't need to build, resistance to how you feel. You don't need to cut your feelings off. You don't need to invalidate your feelings. You don't need to hide your feelings. Just take the right course of action that's best for you. And if that course of action that's best for you is focusing on yourself, then continue to focus on yourself. All right? Because that's how you're going to move on. But also remember, the first step to moving on in the first place is accepting the fact that what you want is not necessarily happening. So for example, let's say that this person doesn't have feelings for you, but you have feelings for them. The first step to moving on is accepting the fact that they don't feel the same. And then you continue to focus on yourself. Let yourself feel how you feel. If you're upset about the situation, you are welcome to be upset. If you are, angry, you can be angry. If you're just missing this person, you're allowed to miss this person. The point is let yourself feel how you feel, because over time, feelings will continuously change and things will eventually fall into alignment. All right, Virgo? All right, baby, I love you guys. All right, we've been seeing this reading coming up oftenly, and I will still read it for y'all, and I will still give you the same advice, but I love you guys. It's going to be okay. All right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. I did not get enough. What? Holy shit. Who the hell donated me $100? Jesus Christ. Marissa, hello. Marissa Neal, thank you for the $100. I appreciate that. Come back to TikTok from the Pineapple Leo. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have not been on TikTok in a minute. I haven't. Well, I mean, I go on TikTok daily, but I haven't posted in a minute. All right, I'll come back. I'll see what's up. I'll look you up, by the way. I think that's your account name, the Pineapple Leo. Thank you so much for that donation, though. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I'll come back. I've wanted to make TikToks, but I never know what to make. I usually make TikToks on mental health and, certain types of life lessons and stuff. I made one TikTok video about tarot, but I just feel like YouTube's my home for tarot. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like in a 60-second video I could just, give you guys a good reading through TikTok. I mean, I'm sure I could if I want to, but YouTube's just always been my home, So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but I'll look you up after, okay? Thank you for that donation. That's really, really awesome. That's huge. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. All right, so let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. We finished up my Virgos, going back to my water signs. So what do we got going on for the Cancer gang? Messages between Cancer, please. Hold on one second. Marissa says, I've got to run, but yes, you can. Please try it. I'll give it a shot. I just got to push myself in that direction. We'll see what happens, though, all right? I'm definitely going to look you up. Have a good one, though. Thank you for that donation, all right? Messages for Team Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, messages for Team Cancer here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Cancer. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Cancer. Overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Two of Swords in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your current energy, we got the Nine of Cups in reverse, person you're dealing with. We got the Six of Cups, and then the outcome that's present, we got the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? So Two of Swords reversed, Nine of Cups reversed. Cancers, what are we going through? Because we've been going through it, baby. Shit. Whew. Let's take a look. Two of Swords reversed is a choice, right, Cancer? And you're going to hate me for saying this, dude. You're going to hate me for saying this, but I got to say it. We're choosing unfulfillment right now. We're choosing unfulfillment, Cancer. We're choosing unfulfillment, whether we are acknowledging that or not. Because the thing is that it's a subconscious choice sometimes. Sometimes we don't recognize that we're choosing unfulfillment, but we are, And I think that unfulfillment is at a cost of whatever happened in your past. You know, for some of you Cancers, I'm picking up on the feeling like you wish you could be who you were in the past, or you wish you could have the life you had in the past. And a lot of shit happens in regards to Cancers when they connect with their past, you know? We like to look at our past, we like to look at our good moments, especially when we're not having a great present moment, right? As a Cancer, that's something that happens. If we're having a shitty time in the present moment, we're like, oh, let's fucking reminisce to all the good moments, and we'll be happy for a second, and then we're like, fuck, I wish I could go back there. Because like a Pisces escapes, in a way, Cancers escape too. You know, when we revert into our crab shell, we low-key escape from our personal reality, and we like to go back and look at the good memories, okay? So I think there's something here from your past that you wish you still had. Whether it was a kind of lifestyle you lived, whether it was a relationship you had, whether it was the way you used to look or the way you used to feel, whatever the fuck the case is, Cancer, you know, you wish that you had something there. The truth of the situation is, though, is that we can never go back to the past. We can only be in the present. We also can't go to the future either, because by the time it's the future, it's still the present moment. So here's the thing. The past timeline doesn't exist anymore. The future timeline doesn't exist. The only moment that exists is this present moment right now. Me talking to you guys through the camera. This is the present moment. This is the only moment that exists. So with the outcome that's present here, Knight of Cups reverse, you know, I feel like a lot of you guys right now are kind of just in a space where you're emotionally numb because you're not happy with what's going on in this very moment. Well, Cancer, you're going to have to make a choice. You can't go back to the past. You can't go to the future. So the only choices that you make are imperative, are right now. You can choose to be numb. You can choose to wish you could go back to the life you had and go back to the past. Or you can choose to say, you know what? It may be a little bit of work. It may even be hard work, but I'm going to make a change right now. And the first way to have change actually happen is to take a course of action. It's to take a step of action. By doing nothing, Cancer, nothing will change. But by taking action, things can actually change. They can genuinely change, right? So Cancer, you got to make a choice, man. And it's a little bit of tough love coming from me, because as a Cancer, I've been in the same exact scenario before. And this is tough love coming from me, man. Because you know what? Sometimes Cancers need a little bit of tough love. Sometimes everybody needs a little bit of tough love, okay? I love the fucking shit out of you guys, but you got to pull yourself back up, because nobody else will. And your past don't exist no more. Your future don't exist. So if you want things to change in your life, you got to take some positive action now. Okay? So it's going to be up to you. And you're the only one who can do it. So you got to make a choice. And by the way, Eric Sanchez says, you a bitch. Thank you, bro. I am a bitch. I'm a beautiful bitch. Thank you so much. But nonetheless, Cancer, like, you know, you got to make this choice. All right? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So let's take a look here and see what we got going on. We finished our water signs, going all the way back to my fire. What do we got going on for my lovely and amazing Aries gang? Messages for Team Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, all right. Messages for Team Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours. For the 437 people in the chat, thank you guys so much for coming out. If you could please drop a like, I would greatly appreciate that. Messages for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours. All right, Aries, let's see what we got going on for you. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Six of Wands. You may be dealing with a fire sign, a fellow Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Your current energy, we got the Three of Swords. Whoa, what's happening? Person you're dealing with, we have the Hermit. And then the outcome that's present, we got the Strength in reverse. Oh boy. A little bit of intenseness. Let's see what's going on. I feel like you guys are in a space right now, Aries, where you're definitely going through a little bit of heartbreak over some sort of separation. You know, whoever this is you're dealing with, it could be a Virgo. You also could be connecting with a Leo, but the Hermit card is about somebody who's taking a distance from you or is at a distance from you. I feel like this is somebody who's no longer around, okay? The Hermit card also could represent wisdom, right? And that's another way of looking at it, but for some reason, I'm kind of feeling like this card's representing a combination of the two. Someone felt like it was wise to stay away from you, Aries, because they felt like they were causing more destruction rather than they were causing more good. Huh. You're connecting with that individual, right? Yeah. You're connecting with somebody who felt like the reason why they needed to walk away from you is that by them being away from you, Aries, they were going to give you a better life. They were going to make you happy. They were going to, you know, give you the best shot that you could have. So you're connecting with somebody who felt like they were the problem. And that happens a lot, man. That's a result of a lot of breakups where people feel like they're not enough, or where they feel like they're the problem, or where they feel like they're hurting the other person they're dealing with, when truthfully they're not. So Aries, 6 of Wands here to the 3 of Swords. You know, there is some sort of separation going on right now between you and somebody else, and you're in the process of moving on, but I think you have no idea the reason why this person distanced themselves in the first place. It's because they believe like they're bad for you. They don't believe that they're good for you, so they rather push themselves away from you to give you your best chance of happiness rather than decide to work through their shit and stick around with you. With the outcome that's present here, Strength card in reverse, the person you're dealing with is just in a space right now where they don't feel like they're strong enough to deal with whatever it is they're personally going through. So Aries, if this situation resonates, the person you're dealing with didn't walk away from you because they had a problem with you. They walked away from whatever it is that they are fearing to face within themselves. They look at themselves in a low light. They look at themselves in a negative perception. They look at themselves and believe that they're not doing you any good. Well, that's not true. It's that they're not doing themselves any good, you know? So I have a feeling they're going to come back around. I don't think this is going to be the last that you've seen of whoever this person is. I just think they need to recognize that everything that's going on with them is really all about them, and it's not about you. Once they work through whatever unresolved issues they got going on right now, the two of you would fall back into alignment pretty quickly. I can feel that. All right? So Aries, man, my best advice, if this resonates to you, honestly, fuck it. Reach out to the person you're dealing with. Ask them why they walked away in the first place. See what answers they give you. If they give you the answers of, oh, it's because I felt like we needed a break, or if it's like, oh, because I felt like it wasn't good enough for you, have that conversation with the person and make them realize they got to work through their shit. Because at the end of the day, they are good enough for you, but they need to see it within themselves. Okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, for the 443 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for coming out, okay? So, we did our water, we did our fire, go into our air signs. What do we got going on for the lovely Gemini gang? Messages for Team Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours, all right. Messages for Team Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 437 people in the chat, if y'all could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming out. Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with you, baby. Gemini, overall energy for you guys here. We got ourselves the Death card. So, you can be connecting possibly with the Scorpio for some. Your current energy, we got the Queen of Cups, person you're dealing with, 8 of Swords, outcome that's present, 4 of Swords. Woo-wee! Gemini, your perception about somebody's changing. I think the Death card to the Queen of Cups is you acknowledging this person that I care about is not the same person that I cared about. You're realizing that somebody here changed. The person you cared about is no longer an individual that exists. And what I mean by that is you cared for who somebody was versus who they actually are now. And that's the thing. We can love somebody for who they were in the moment, but people change consistently. And sometimes we don't like the people that they change into. Sometimes we don't like the people that they transform into, right? So I think you're in a space right now here, Gemini, where it's like, yeah, you're coming to full circle realization. I don't like and love the person that you are now. I love who you used to be, but you've changed so much that I just don't see you the same way. In regards to the person you're dealing with, they're showing up here as the 8 of Swords, you know? They're in a space right now where they're going through some sort of transformation, some sort of change. And I feel like the 8 of Swords is really just talking about whatever it is that they're going through mentally right now that's making them change, okay? They could possibly be going through it emotionally. Maybe they're consistently overthinking. Whatever the case is, though, the person you're dealing with had some sort of trigger that made them change, and you're just not happy with the person they became. As for the outcome that's present here, Gemini, 4 of Swords, you're taking a break from whoever this is. So Gemini, whether this is a friend, a lover, a coworker, whatever the case is, I feel like someone here is just genuinely changed, and you love who they used to be, but when you look at them now, you're like, no, you're not the same person. And it does make you unhappy to a certain extent, Gemini, but you're recognizing that since you're no longer in resonance with this person, you'd rather not be around this individual. So you're deciding to take a break from somebody here. And as for the person you're dealing with, I'm not sure what it is that's directly changing them, but it looks to me like they're going through it. All right, Eight of Swords over here. They're in a space right now where they're rapidly changing because it kind of feels to me like they don't really remember who they are. Just saying. Eight of Swords. Someone put something in their head. I'm not sure what it's about. They might have been influenced by family. If this person had a really toxic family, like a toxic mom or dad, that could be what's affecting them right now. Maybe they were in a toxic environment, in a workplace, a toxic friend environment, a toxic relationship. Whatever the case is, though, your person here was influenced by somebody, and that's why they've changed here. And you don't like that influence that had power over them. So, Gemini, you're taking a break from somebody here, but there is a bigger picture to why the person you're dealing with changed, okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much for the $4.99 all the way from Justin Rivers, a.k.a. the Dragon Emperor. Thanks again for everything that, thank you. Oh my God, I can't speak today. Thanks again for everything that you do for all of us. You've encouraged me more than you know, brother. Thank you so much, man. I'm more than happy to help, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you for that donation, and I'm more than happy to help. You know, there's not a lot of men that I ever really see that come across my channel, because my channel does have a lot of women that watch, but anytime I see a man hop up on the channel and they're like, yo, bro, like, you've helped me out so much, like, you've inspired me, and I appreciate you and I support you, I really freaking appreciate that. I'm really happy to help you, dude. I'm really happy to help everybody that's out here on the channel. Thank you for your donation again. I appreciate that, and much love to everybody. Thank you for everybody who came through the chat today. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all so much. All right, so we did our water, we did our fire, we did our air, and last but not least, I know my Capricorns have been waiting. Shout out to my Cappy gang. Y'all have been patient today. Thank you all so much. Let's see what we got going on for my Capricorn gang. Messages between Cappy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Team Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 401 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through, man. You guys are hella appreciated. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, let's see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Capricorn, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Chariot in reverse. You can be dealing with a Cancer for some. Your current energy, you got here the Page of Wands reversed, person you're dealing with. You got here the Knight of Cups. Outcome that's present, you got here the King of Cups in the reverse. All right, so Chariot reversed, Page of Wands reversed. You're not really feeling very passionate right now, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the person you're dealing with over here is not giving you the love and attention that you deserve. Cappy, I feel like somebody's out here creeping. I hate to say it too. I don't like these types of readings, but and keep in mind, guys, if this don't resonate with you, that's okay. If this is not your reading, it's not your reading. But I do feel like some Capricorns here, if this is your story, person you're connecting with is giving their attention and their love to somebody else, and they're not giving it back to you. So if you're wondering why there's been a lack of passion, if you're wondering why there's been a lack of love coming from whoever this is you're connecting with, I feel like it's going to a completely different source. If it's not going to you, it's going to somebody else. So I do feel like somebody here is creeping behind your back, okay? And what I mean by that is cheating. I do believe for some of you Capricorns, the person you're connecting with can possibly be cheating at the moment, okay? So if your person lately has been cold, if your person lately has been detached, if your person has stopped giving you that love and that warm love that they used to give you, be mindful of where the hell they're giving it to then. Because if they're not giving it to you and they're not giving it to themselves 100%, then where the hell's it going? I do feel a third-party situation is happening here currently. Like I said, it's not going to resonate with every Capricorn out there. That's totally okay. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Also, Capricorn, if you're in a relationship and you're happy, don't worry about it. Most likely, it's not going to resonate with you. But if you're a Capricorn and you find out that this reading is true, with the outcome that's present, King of Cups reversed, that right then and there is why you're going to walk away from this person. That right then and there is why you're going to lose feelings for this person. Because here's the thing about Capricorns. They have a very tough exterior. But the moment you really blatantly disrespect a Capricorn, the moment you hurt a Capricorn beyond belief, trust me, it will take them a while to forgive you, but also they will cut you off 1, 2, 3 and never talk to you ever again. Maybe some point later in life they'll forgive you, but they will not communicate with you ever again. Capricorns will say, that's it, I'm off in a different direction, you're never going to see me again, peace. You know, that's how a Capricorn is, all right? So Cappy, looking at the energy of this reading, man, I do believe like someone here is causing a third-party situation. You feel like they've been cold and detached, and if they're not giving you that love like they normally do, if they're not giving you passion like they normally do, then where else is that going? For the Capricorns this resonates with, I do believe it's a third-party situation, and I do believe it's going to come to light, okay? So, As I mentioned, it may not resonate with all Capricorns, but for some Capricorns out here, that is a message that I got for you, okay? So keep in mind, man, everything that's always kept hidden in the dark is always going to come up in the light. So that means everything that's hidden in the dark, aka all the lying, deception, will eventually always come into the light, aka the truth. The truth always gets revealed, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, I want to thank you all so much, man, for coming out to the daily reading. I truthfully appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if this message resonates, please let me know down in those comments down below. Thank you all so much, man, for being here. If you are here right now at the moment, please drop a huge like. I would appreciate that. If you guys want to support the channel, always drop a like and a comment. And if you guys are new here, please do subscribe. For the people that are new, if you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. And definitely don't forget to hit post notifications to never miss an upload, okay? So hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when any uploads come up or when we go live out here on the channel. I want to thank everybody who sent donations. Thank you guys for those donations, man. They help a lot more than you know. We had some huge donations in here today. Shout out to Marlene and also shout out to Marissa. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you all so much for those donations. And for everybody who donated in general, thank you guys. I'm grateful and appreciative. Shout out to you. It helps a lot more than you know. I wanted to give you guys, or I wanted to ask you guys more so April's coming up. I'm not doing mid-months because, you know, I was recovering from COVID and shit, and I just don't have the energy to do the mid-months and bang them out in like 2 days. That's a lot of work. So I did start doing the April readings. Do you guys want me to start releasing them this week, or do you want to wait till next week? It's up to you. I really don't mind. I already started working on them this week, and if I continue working on them this week, I can get the, like, maybe 2 or 3 out and then finish the rest next week, or I can just bang them all out for next week. So let me know. If you guys are cool with me releasing them a little bit earlier, I have no issue doing that. I can get those out to you most likely by tomorrow. I can probably have the Aries reading up tomorrow and the Taurus reading up on Friday, okay? So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I will release them as soon as possible because I already have some already pre-made, okay? So yeah, just let me know. And after that, do we have any more updates for you guys? Let me see. Usually I write down if I have anything I have to talk about. No, I think we're good. All right, guys. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for coming to the daily. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you all for your love. Thank you all for your support. And thanks for the people that are here. And if I could help anybody, and if I have helped anybody today, I am more than happy to help. All right? All right, peeps. I love you guys. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your day. And I will catch you guys later. Much love, everybody. And have yourselves a good one.